Hi, I'm Renee. I clean and organize my followers' homes for free. In this episode, I help a family for 4 days to clean, declutter, and organize their kitchen, basement storage area, bathrooms, and closet. I also paint the living room, kitchen, dining room, hallway, and bathroom. Geez, that's a mouthful. Starting in the home office area in the basement, I started to unpack belongings and put the items in the rooms they went in. So here is the backstory. This family contacted me to help them get organized. They moved into this new home several years after their teenage son had committed suicide. They wanted a fresh start with new memories. During the move, however, their younger son, who was 12 years old, was diagnosed with childhood leukemia. They spent a better part of 6+ months going back and forth to the hospital taking care of their son, and they never really got unpacked and organized. More on both of these stories later. By the way, if you would subscribe to my channel and watch to the end, you can support the work I do. Thank you. Then I moved to the cupboards and started removing items and throwaway items and organizing items like categories. I started by cleaning out the cupboards, throwing away the trash. In the file cabinet was nothing but old bills and unopened mail. I made sure that there was no real checks in them or money before I threw the items away. More mail. Her son wanted to go through his Matchbox cars and organize them as we chatted. He told me stories about each one. Look how clean this is. On to the basement back room. This is the room that contained a lot of her deceased son's belongings. Once again, I started by emptying out the room to see what was there. I made sure that all of the pictures were in plastic boxes and not in cardboard boxes to get ruined if the basement ever got wet. I added 2 shelving units to better stack the boxes. This was to make sure that the precious items would not be crushed. This box was a lot of mail that was never opened when their son was in the hospital. I did find a check that needed to be cashed, however it was past the 6 months, and they had to ask for a new check. Going back to the story, her son that committed suicide did so several days after graduating from high school. It was a devastating blow to the family. Because the son committed suicide in his bedroom at home, the family had a hard time leaving that house to move into this house. They are also having a very difficult time parting with any of his items. As for the 12-year-old who had childhood leukemia, he is in complete remission. That's great news. I organized the plastic boxes by the child's school items and awards, and then there was a couple of toy boxes. It always looks worse before it gets better. All of these items were donated to a local charity. Woo! There was some trash and boxes to recycle. This is so much better. On to painting the 12-year-old's bathroom. So by this picture you would think I've already painted it. Nope. He wanted his bathroom to be blue, so blue it is. I took some time to clean out his bathtub as well. I also cleaned out his bathroom vanity, drawers, and cabinets. On to painting the living room, kitchen, dining room, and hallway. Would you look at that color? It's a pizza red and yellow. I put a coat of primer on first to dull the red and then a more neutral color. On to the kitchen organization. I started with the food pantry first and organized items by like items. I put heavier items on the bottom and lighter items at the top. I also threw away expired food. started looking in other cupboards to see what other food there was that could go in the food pantry now that there was more room. I got a plastic container to put all of her baking supplies in. And when I mean supplies, not food, cookie cutters, pans, things that she doesn't use that often. She wanted that to go in the basement room. What I'm pulling out to the left of the refrigerator cupboard is all of the baking supplies. Quite a bit of these items were expired since she had spent the last 6+ months in the hospital taking care of her child. Adding a second container of baking supplies. The cupboard above the refrigerator was a lot of plastic containers. I matched up the containers to the lids. Anything that didn't have a matching lid was donated. This cabinet, I emptied out all of the cooking utensils and put them in a container and made this the baking carousel. This is a master bath cabinet. I fixed the shelf in the cabinet so she had more space. On to the basement bathroom closet. This closet ended up being a catch-all for toys and her deceased son's clothes. Of course, I started by emptying everything out to see what was in there. Some of the toys I put into the basement back room, which I had already finished. The closet door that you see me open up on the other side is all of her deceased son's clothing. I thought I would have room to put these clothes in it, but I did not. I'm so glad I could help this family. I also steam cleaned the carpets, and this is how dirty the floor was in the basement. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends. Hit the notification bell for more videos like this, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.